It was a grim moment for NUP's presidential candidate, Robert Kyagulanyi and his supporters when security officers violently dispersed them in Gulu district last week, an incident widely condemned by political actors and civil society. This episode adds to other recent confrontations in Kawempe and Uganda, where security agencies have been accused of applying excessive force, leaving one person dead and several others injured. Addressing the media today, police spokesperson CP Ssentamu expressed regret over the violence and urged security personnel to exercise restraint when handling political crowds.
These actions are regrettable, undesirable, and unfortunate. Our security personnel are reminded to always exercise their powers within lawful and acceptable limits. Any actions found to be inconsistent with agreed standards of behavior would be investigated, and appropriate action should be taken against any officer found responsible.
Ssentamu again emphasized the need for presidential candidates and their supporters to obey the Electoral Commission's campaign guidelines.
The police reiterates the call to all candidates and their supporters to exercise calm, avoid inflammatory statements, and cooperate with the security and other stakeholders to ensure peaceful campaign activities.
He noted that some incidents have been triggered by what he called continued provocation from certain opposition supporters, calling for mutual respect and discipline among all electoral stakeholders.
We have observed continued and deliberate provocation of security personnel. On 2nd December 2025, rowdy supporters of Forum for Democratic Change presidential candidate Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi obstructed 3 police officers who were directing the candidate not to obstruct traffic flow in Wakiso district.
Ssentamu further stated that overall, the presidential campaigns have remained largely peaceful, with most candidates complying with EC guidelines.
For the presidential, parliamentary, and local government are relatively calm, save for a few incidents that have been noted. Most of the presidential candidates are adhering to campaign guidelines and campaign programs issued by the Electoral Commission.
In a later issue today, Electoral Commission Chairperson Justice Simon Byabakama tasked the Uganda Police Force to investigate the Gulu confrontation and ensure that those responsible face the full force of the law.
The Electoral Commission has condemned the violent scenes that were witnessed in Gulu in northern Uganda on the 6th of December 2025 when the presidential candidate of National Unity Platform, Mr. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, was campaigning in that area. In a statement issued by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Justice Byabakama Simon,
the Commission also urged the law enforcement agencies to exercise restraint and use lawful, proportionate and humane methods while enforcing electoral regulations.
The Commission concludes, and the chairperson concludes the statement by calling on law enforcement to ensure that as it undertakes its rightful role of ensuring compliance with the electoral laws and guidelines, as well as maintaining law and order, that they should use restraint in applying any measures to ensure compliance, and that these measures should be humane and commensurate with the circumstances on the ground, and that all this should be done also in accordance with the law and within the law.
As the 2026 general elections draw closer, incidents of violence, particularly between opposition supporters and security forces, have increased, raising public concern about what final stretch the polling day may look like. However, calls for peace, tolerance and lawful conduct continue to intensify from the Electoral Commission and other key stakeholders. John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.